Hey everybody, it's Corey from Gemini Guitar, and we're back for some hard rock, classic metal style, I guess you might say, today. So in this lesson, we're focusing on a riff that utilizes adjacent double stops. If you're not familiar with what a double stop is, it's basically just two notes played together. Often that translates into what we're doing today, where we're going to use two strings at the same time at adjacent frets. Okay, so just to break down a bit of what's happening with the picking hand first. So I'm using hybrid picking for the double stops. That means that I'm going to use the pick on the lower string and the middle finger will tuck under the higher string, so that when we play the two notes, it will sound like that. There is a subtle difference between that and strumming them. You can hear it there. It's a bit more of a snappy, more defined sound with the hybrid picking. And when I'm playing the single string, obviously I'm just using the pick and pick and finger. And the other thing I'm doing there is dampening after each double stop, and actually the single note too, I think. So that means that just under here, when I do the articulation, you'll notice that this part of the hand just comes back down the strings very quickly. You don't have to exaggerate and turn outward or inward or anything like that. It's just straight back down to playing position, ready to play the strings again. Just like that. So on to what we're doing. We'll look at the first bit of it. So we're going to start on the 5th fret, string 6. And then we're going to play the double stops at the 7th, 5th, and 7th position on the 5th and 4th strings. We're then going to proceed onto the 4th and 3rd strings at the 5th position, back to the 7th, 5th, and 7th on the 5th and 4th strings. So far we get this. So after this point, we're going to play the 7th, 5th, 7th again. And then we're going to do an ending 5th, 7th, 5th position on the 4th and 3rd strings. I'm not as good at doing the vibrato there anymore. I jammed my index in the car door the other week, and ever since then it's been a bit funny, so I've probably done some weird damage to it or something. But if you can do it without the pain, try some vibrato there. And that will be the second part of the first cycle. So what we're going to do then is we're going to basically do what we began with. So do all that through again. That's the first time through. Now after that, the cycle through again. And then we're going to change up the ending a bit, so we're going to play 7th, 5th, and 3rd on the 5th and 4th strings. A nifty thing you can do though, I think I did that in the intro, was you can slide out of that just for an effect. Just adds a little bit of, bit of character to it. And then finally, the last little variation that I do, I go onto the 3rd and 2nd string, bend up a half step. I'm going to use the 3rd finger there. Actually, it's more like a quarter. I don't think it's a half. You could do it a half though. And you'll see that I'm doing 7th, bending up a quarter or to a half. Dampening back to the normal pitch. 5th position on the 3rd and 2nd string, and then 7th position, 4th and 3rd string. And when I did the ending, I went back into the main part of the riff. And then I played the 7th, 5th, and I think the 8th position then. And I may have gone back to the 7th and 5th. Something like that. So it's 7th, let's say that it is this. 7th, 5th, 8th position. A little bit of vibrato. 7th, 5th, 7th position. All on the 5th and 4th strings. Just a subtle thing there too is there's a slur going on from the 7th to the 8th position. So you pick them and then quickly slide over to the 8th fret. So let's look at it one time through slowly. And that wraps things up for today's lesson. So until the next one, bye for now.